everybody. Welcome to the second official episode of the Trilogy Podcast. I'm your host today, Fred Brown, and I'm here today by your future host of the episodes, Mr. Luiggi Campoverde.
Hey everyone, how are we doing today?
Yeah, that sexy voice right there. He's going to be hosting our future episode, so look forward to that. Thank you guys for tuning in. So today we have a very special episode. It's going to be a quick 20-minute episode where we kind of talk about the cuisine in the Charlotte, the Queen City area. We're very excited.
Very excited because it's very near and dear to all of our hearts.
Yes.
Our stomachs.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, especially Luiggi, because his father, he and Enzo's father run a very nice sit-down Italian restaurant in the Dilworth area named Fiamma. So, he knows about what it's like being in a restaurant, running a restaurant. So it's very near and dear, like he said.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to talk about the diversity in Charlotte, the food diversity. Every year, Charlotte has a Queen's Feast, as one might call it. It's kind of like, what is that again?
So it's twice a year, actually. Once in the summer and I believe once during the fall and winter season. And it's kind of like it allows you to try a restaurant that you normally wouldn't try for the reasonable price of $30 to $35 for a 3-course meal. Now, working in the restaurant business, and actually, there's a lot of information on the website. There's a lot of restaurants that really there's no point in them doing it because they offer stuff that they would never cook. And they really, the whole point of Restaurant Week is for you to get a taste of what that restaurant has to offer. I'm not trying to plug my dad's restaurant in any way, but I know personally he's, I think, one of the few guys that actually offers what he would normally offer from his regular menu on the Restaurant Week menu. So he still offers like a lot of homemade pastas. He still offers, about 60 to 70% of what is normally on his menu is on the Restaurant Week menu. Now, does he have some filler? Of course, because, restaurants, it's still a business and you still got to keep the lights running, but I've known, other restaurants that, what they do is they just give you like 3 choices per course, and it's like a simple salad, something that they would normally not offer, which almost defeats the purpose of Restaurant Week,
Queen's Feast, that's what we call it here in Charlotte whenever we have Restaurant Week.
Feast, Restaurant Week.
Very exciting, named after the Queen City herself, Charlotte.
Yeah.
Another food-related thing that goes on in Charlotte, I don't know if you ever done this, food tours. Have you ever done one of those?
I have not had the chance to do any food tours. No.
Okay, so in Charlotte, they have different locations. There's one in Davidson, Noda, and I think Uptown. Just 3. There's probably more locations we do food tours. I've done one before in Nashville, Tennessee. Basically, what a food tour is, you pay about $50, $60, and you get a tour guide, and it's a walking tour, right? And they walk you to these restaurants, and you get a sample at each restaurant that they serve, that you stop at. So at one place you get like maybe some appetizers, the next place you get like a sandwich, and then the next place you get like another entree
That
thing.
sounds great.
Yeah.
Everything except the fact that it's a walking tour, because probably after like restaurant number 2, I'm ready to just like sit down.
But it's nice to see the area, The whole purpose is to kind of get a taste of the city you're in or the area you're in. And then, you're thinking like, $50 to $60 for like a couple bites here and there. It actually adds up really fast, especially once you get to the dessert part at the end of the tour. You get that big piece of cake or ice cream and you're just like, oh man, this is a lot heavier than I thought.
Yeah.
All the walking actually stabilized your metabolism at that point. So it's kind of like, made it feel like it was worth the money. And it's really cool. If you're ever in town in Charlotte, please come down and do a food tour. Eventually maybe we'll have, a coupon named after us when you can plug in, and then, shout out, any of you a food tour, a host,
TFT, Thrilly Food Tour.
Yeah. So there you go. So now we're going to go down the list, just kind of going over some of the items, and we're going to show you guys some, restaurants that we like where we can get some of these items in the Queen City area. So they're local flavors, local restaurants. We're not going to be naming franchises. If there are franchises, we're going to be naming local franchises.
Yeah, like
Sabor.
or Viva Chicken.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about those, but we're not gonna be mentioning like McDonald's, Taco Bell.
You can get that anywhere.
Yeah,
guys.
why would you come to the Queen City and go there? Like, it doesn't make sense. Might as well stay home and eat there, or bring it from somewhere else. You know, don't. So yeah. So first off the list, I think taco or Mexican. I kind of said taco or Mexican because a lot of people have like their favorite taco restaurant, but some people also have just a general Mexican restaurant or maybe a Hispanic kind of, overall flavor. There's not a big like not Mexican Hispanic kind of options as far as I know. I've seen some, like we talk about Viva Chicken. That's a Peruvian place.
Yes.
It's not Mexican, but like it's Hispanic.
Yeah.
Do you have any taco or Mexican or other Hispanic kind of restaurants you like to go to?
So there's a restaurant that I'm gonna try to, because I want to keep this short and sweet. Yes, I have a specific taco restaurant. It's not specifically Mexican because, everyone says America's like a melting pot, and that's exactly what it is, a melting pot. So I'm going to name Cabo Fish Taco. Guys, I'm one of the people where for the longest time I've heard fish tacos and it was like weird, gross. I like pork tacos, like authentic Mexican tacos. That's where
ground
I like
beef tacos. Well, for the Mexican American, maybe Tex-Mex.
Tex-Mex, This is, but they have a barbecue mahi-mahi.
Ooh.
Guys, barbecue mahi-mahi. I tried it. To this day, I go out of my way to get it. That with a side of Baja rice. What they do there is everything in Cabo Fish Taco is well. I'm pretty sure it was even featured on like diners, drive-ins, like one of those types of like Food Network shows talking about local restaurants. It was actually featured on there. So for like tacos, I would definitely recommend Cabo Fish Taco. In terms of Mexican, I like food trucks and I'm just a big lover of food trucks. There's this one food truck by exit 85 North going to Concord, Canapolis, by exit 55. I forget what it's called, but they have had the best authentic tacos and tortas, which are Mexican sandwiches I've ever had. Yeah. And I will bring them in for the guys in the podcast, and they will confirm for you guys.
What about so when you mentioned Cabo, where is that located at?
Oh, I'm so sorry. They actually have, I think, 3 locations in Charlotte, but one of their locations is in North Carolina, but one of their locations is in North Davidson.
It's a popular kind of hipsterish kind of area.
It is. Oh,
it's perfect for a food tour.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yes, actually.
So, personally for me, my local favorite when it comes to Mexican food, I haven't found like my taco spot yet, besides the Mexican food truck outside Compare Foods, but that's,
I gotta try that.
Yeah, it's delicious. But, in terms of like a restaurant, Sabor Latin Grill, they're a local franchise. They have actually like 11 locations in the Charlotte, Canapolis, Concord, South End area, and it's really good. They're very street food, Mexican street food is kind of what their theme is. So if you want like your elotes, if you want your $2 tacos on Taco Tuesdays, that's a perfect place to go. And they have empanadas, so it's perfect. And they're in Noda, basically everywhere. Noda, South End. Next we're gonna go into Italian food. We mentioned Italia, your dad's restaurant. I'm gonna sound a little biased here, but honestly, your dad's place is my favorite Italian food, and I'm not just saying that.
You're gonna make me blush.
Dude, like you were such a good server when I first went there.
Yeah, thanks.
That really helped like set up a good impression.
Yeah,
and also the fact that the food is legitimately delicious. You can tell that there's a lot of care and expertise from your father's cooking, that he was very trained well. Your father is an Ecuadorian man, in case our listeners doesn't know, so it might confuse some of them, be like, whoa, Italian restaurant run by an Ecuadorian family, it's kind of insane. So, but don't doubt, it's delicious there in Delaware. What about you, Luigi? What would you recommend?
You know what, and honestly, I mean, I've been having my dad's, they sent me to work on him every weekend since I was 12, so I've had his cooking, his Italian cookings, from a young age. And I think I ventured out to a different Italian place once. I didn't like it. I would also say my dad's restaurant. It may be a little bit biased, guys, but I mean, you know what? It's not
Yeah.
it's not like we need to have like it's not like we're actually like giving awards. Or
Yeah.
places. These are just our personal
Yeah.
things.
No, it's delicious.
And you know, like, you know,
Yeah.
I work at a different restaurant now.
Yeah.
I brought some food for other people. They said that his tiramisu was the best
Yes.
tiramisu in the Charlotte area.
Yeah.
And I love his gnocchi. His gnocchi with spicy Italian sausage, tomato sauce, and green peas. Almost everything in there is made from scratch. The
Yeah.
gnocchi and a couple other pastas are made from scratch.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Absolute delicious. Like I said, there were in the Dilworth area. We are planning on interviewing Luigi's dad in the near future,
Yeah.
and so look forward to that. It'd be really cool to kind of see the history and the story of Fiamma and how they came to be and how your father kind of got the inspiration for the restaurant.
Yeah.
So now we're going to talk about burgers. I feel like that's a big topic. Personally, I love burgers. If I could eat burgers and fries every day, I would.
Me too. Yeah.
But I tried that for a week actually, and it gave me a really bad heartburn. I thought I was dying.
Yeah.
It was the first time I had heartburn. But my favorite burger place in Charlotte, off the top of my head right now, is by Concord Mills. It's called Foster's Grill. I did not expect anything out of it. I just kind of went craving burger, went in there. They do char grill style burgers. So they're big patties and they cook it fresh. But the downside to Foster's, in my opinion, is that they charge per topping. So the price really adds up.
Wow.
But if you're willing to get a good burger and a couple toppings here and there, so that doesn't add up all the way, I highly recommend Foster's by Concord Mills. What about you, Luigi?
As for me, it's going to be a tie. You know what? It's not really a tie. So it was for the longest time Lebowski's, East Boulevard, maybe like 2 minutes away from Dilworth, in the Dilworth area. And what I specifically love about them is that they're open, I think, past 12. Last I checked. But my new best place for a burger, because I love the beef patty that they use, is called Bang Bang Burgers.
Bang Bang
Burgers. They have multiple locations in the Charlotte area. One by Plaza Midwood, one actually really close to South End. And the beef patty that they use, oh my gosh, I could just, like, it has like the perfect amount of like fatty, fattiness to it, of fat, and it's got like a lot of flavor. And their fries are really good as well. I definitely love Bang Bang Burgers. Lebowski's close second place, but Lebowski's actually will get a mention in one of our next topics because. But
okay. You know what? All right, so that's awesome. I've never been there. I definitely want to go now and try it out because, like I said, I love burgers. Now, big topic: pizza. I know your Enzo, his favorite spot is Duomici's.
I put him on that.
And ever since he introduced me to Duomici's, New York style, local flavor, mix combined. It's like a Charlotte, New York kind of clash. Pizza babies.
Yeah.
And ever since I got introduced to that, it's been my favorite pizza spot since. It's kind of on the pricey end, but you are paying for high quality and you're paying for big slices of pizza. Right? What do you think? What about you? Pizza?
So, of course, yeah. I mean, so I basically at this point, I've been in Charlotte for so long. I'm basically like a Charlotte native, so I'm not really from New York, but I still have fond memories of my childhood in Long Island, whatever childhood I did have there. And I would have to say that yes, Duomici's best New York style pizza, but I'm kind of bougie and I'm very adventurous. So there's of course like Neapolitan style pizza, authentic Italian style pizza, and we have that as well.
Yeah.
Of course, if you're in the Concord North area, called Concord Mooresville, we have Alino's. But if you're in the Charlotte area, and Charlotte, like I think Matthews area, Inizio Pizzeria. Both of them, actually, I think Inizio wins by like an inch, but still, both of them have really great quality, like Neapolitan style pizza. They got your classic margherita pizza. They got like the classic Bianca pizza, which is like a cheese pizza. Highly recommend them. They do it really well. in my humble opinion.
Awesome, awesome. See, you guys can tell Luigi's the food expert here.
Oh yeah, I got the food baby to prove it.
Yeah, he's been to a lot of these restaurants. He's lived there for quite some time now, so he knows where everything is. Next, I think this is a really cool one. Boba. Are you a boba drinker, Luigi?
You put me on boba.
Did
Actually,
I? Or did Kim do that? Kim probably did that, or Kayla.
I just specifically remember that one time going out. You know what? No, I did go to that spot before, that boba spot that we went to before.
Which one? T-Fusion.
Yeah. With the couch and everything.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah,
So,
I enjoyed boba.
Shout out to T-Fusion. T-Fusion is very good. Personally, my favorite is Quickly's. It's by the university area next to Boulevard 98. They have probably 40 different flavors of boba on their menu, snack items on the side. So they have a robust menu when it comes to drinks and food alike. So in the Charlotte area, there's a growing Asian American population, and boba nationally is becoming this huge trend all of a sudden. And so Charlotte, when it comes to boba, they're not short on boba supply at all. There's Quickly's, T-Fusion, there's Binky Cafe. They're all by university area alone. There's Kung Fu Tea all the way in Ballantyne. There's Queen City Tea there. So there's a lot of boba shops, and I didn't even mention all the super Asian market stores that serve boba at the groceries. So next, we're gonna talk about sushi. Do you like sushi?
Oh, I love sushi.
You love sushi? Where do you like to get your sushi from?
It depends. If I'm talking about convenience and okay value, really good value, they're actually right next to my dad's restaurant, and I'm sure a lot of people who are listening to this podcast have heard of them. Ruson's. Ruson's.
I've never heard of Ruson's. Really? Is that the one next to your papa's restaurant?
Yeah. Really good sushi. Really good sushi for the price you pay. I will say if you're trying to have you know what? Oh geez, I can't be. You know what? I'm sorry, Ruson's. I love you guys. You guys were the best sushi place, but Mr. Tokyo has a better sushi value.
I was just about to talk about Mr. Tokyo. They're a local franchise as well. They have 2 or 3 locations in the Charlotte area. So I was just there literally last night. Yeah, last night I had the buffet for $20. All you can eat sushi, appetizer, and entree for $20. And that's a good deal considering how much you'd pay for each appetizer alone. And in the sushi, it would be like, this was like $8, $9, $10 per 8 roll. So to be able to eat 2 rolls, maybe 1 roll and a bunch of appetizers for $20, that's a steal right there. Yeah.
I will say, so the little thing about me, I'm, like I said, just growing up in my dad's restaurant, I've always had a taste for the finer things. And so I always like to go out like not just to your typical college kid place, but also to your typical place that, I don't know, like a 30-year-old, somebody who
more mature.
Somebody who actually has money to spend.
Yeah, more mature restaurant.
Yeah. And so I would definitely recommend Easy Fusion. I know definitely there's one in the Birkdale area, by Huntersville, by the Huntersville Birkdale area. But they actually, they take pride in what they do. They do it the right way. And every now and then, they'll have Toro, which is I think Toro or authentic yellowtail. And oh my gosh, so delicious. You do get what you pay for. You are going to be paying a higher price than, like Ruson's or Mr. Tokyo or a lot of these, just college kid sushi place. But if you, really want to give it a shot, really want to try it out, like sushi, and if you really want it done the right way, or the best possible way, Mr. Tokyo. Easy Fusion.
Well, either way, they're both probably really good options.
Yeah.
We're kind of winding down here. We're probably not going to talk about, sub sandwiches, steak, seafood. This kind of... I feel like Charlotte's not really the place for those kind of stuff. So we'll skip those, but really quickly, fried chicken or wings. Favorite spot?
Lebowski's. I love Lebowski's, guys. The best wings in Charlotte area. Yes, Lebowski's. Give them a try.
I was going to mention 2 places. I know you kind of have a bad history with soul food. We're not gonna go into that right now, but I would recommend Soul Food Wings. Wouldn't you agree? Even though you have a bad history with them.
I wouldn't say a bad history. I like soul food. Yeah, I like soul food. Their wings are yes. I
They,
enjoy
they
soul
do
food.
have delicious wings.
But I would still say Lebowski wins.
Okay.
But I do like soul food for their food.
Yeah.
They have really good Asian American blend
Yeah.
food. But still Lebowski's
Yeah.
wins.
The other place I wanted to talk about was Price's Chicken Coop. Have you been there?
No, never.
They're one of the oldest restaurants in town. They're in the uptown near East West, so kind of near Hawkers, that area. There's a place called Price's Chicken Coop. It's literally this old restaurant in the middle of all these new buildings, and they serve probably one of the best fried chickens in town. It's definitely a Charlotte local staple.
I gotta check this out. I know I've been to Carpe Diem, which is like a high end, high end southern, like southern classy type of place, and they say they have the best fried chicken, and I say it's pretty dang good. But I gotta check out
Prices.
yeah.
And the last thing we want to mention is, of course, saving the sweets for last, desserts. What are your favorite dessert places in Charlotte that's local? Besides the fancy, what's the hotel in Uptown? Ritz Carlton. You can eat sweets there. It's like you walk in there, eat sweets in the basement, acting like you belong there. But I want to talk about Amelie's.
Oh, dude, of course, I was definitely going to mention Amelie's. Everyone knows about Amelie's.
Everyone, if you ever come down to Charlotte, that's the one place you must visit. It's like going down for Carowinds. You might as well come down to Amelie's.
I think the only thing, but of course, their offerings are really good.
Yeah.
But the ambiance, and the one in Noda, 24/7.
Yeah.
You have a craving.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to deliver.
Macaroons, pies, cakes, everything you can imagine with coffee and hot chocolate on the side.
They have like custom made sodas. I will say I'm waiting because they had like this bottled soda, this French bottled soda that they imported 2 years ago. They haven't brought it back, and they had some really cool flavors, really great, delicious flavors. But and Crave Dessert Bar. Crave Dessert Bar. Now it's more they do hookah, or whatever, but Crave definitely, and it's in like the uptown part of Charlotte, kind of. So yeah, kind of bougie, but still really really good food.
Really quickly, I want to plug in. I almost forgot to mention them. Pop Bar. You can customize your own popsicles. They have one in Noda, and they have a store now in Concord Mills.
Really?
It's really cool. Kind of on the pricey side because it's customized popsicles, but I think it's a really cool experience if you ever just want to make your own popsicles.
Oh my gosh! You know what? Since you did your plug, I mean, I just remembered so many other places like what's it called? Midnight Cookies, Insomnia Cookies. Insomnia Cookies, really good cookies. What else? Cup Crazed. Now it was in Charlotte, but now they closed the Charlotte location, so it's mostly by like South Carolina. But Cup Crazed has the best cupcakes ever. I never liked cupcakes until Cup Crazed. And also, Kim told me about this place. I think Einstein Donuts or
we'll bring in Kim for the donuts. She knows where all the good donut places are. She does know where all the good donuts. So we'll have an interview with our friend Kim. She loves donuts. She's the donut connoisseur. So
Suarez Bakery as well.
We'll bring her in. So before we kind of end this off, quick shout out to Abhishek Edikala. He listened to the first episode and commented the secret code that was in the first episode. He is my coworker and listened to it while we were at work, and so I know he commented on that episode. So shout out to you, man. Thank you for listening.
You're the real MVP.
Yeah. And then kind of quick shout out to other local favorites, really quickly. Running out of time. Any other places you want to? Of
course, Soul Food. Let's meet Korean barbecue, guys.
Yeah, all you can eat.
Yeah, support your local, your local ethnic business restaurants, because they're the reasons why, you're
getting tourists and people want to come down here is because of the flavor of the local cuisine.
Of course, support all small businesses.
Yeah.
But in my humble opinion, support ethnic small businesses.
The more diversity,
exactly,
the better.
Exactly.
So yeah.
What else?
For real, banh mi brothers. If you like Vietnamese food, get some pho, get some banh mi. We mentioned Viva Chicken earlier, Peruvian chicken, great prices. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now. We probably forgot a bunch of other really awesome places.
Oh, of course. This is Charlotte, like 5 new restaurants, like I think open up a day.
Yeah.
And it's only better for us as consumers because the food scene here is only exponentially growing and getting better.
Yeah. Even the food truck scene, it's exploding.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. Thank you today, Luigi. Thank you guys for listening.
Thanks, Fred. Thank you.
So Luigi, where can people find you online?
I have an Instagram that I think I use the most, Luiggi Fernando, LuigiFernando. I'm going to get my Twitter back. I haven't been on that since senior year of high school. So
you should definitely get on that.
I should probably get back on Twitter. It's just no one wants to hear what I have to say because I got some pretty outrageous things to say. Let me tell you something, government, alien, Area 51. Need I say more?
Yeah. So yeah, that's where you guys can find Luigi, and you guys can find me, Fred, again at Fredicini147, FREDUCCINI147. I'm on Instagram, Twitter. You can friend me on Facebook, I guess. But yeah, that's where you guys can find me, and you can follow us at Thrillity Media on all the platforms that's available right now.
Yep.
If you have any questions, email us at thrillitymedia@gmail.com. And if you made it to this part of the episode, I want you guys to comment on our social or on the YouTube. Just comment which one of the restaurants do you want to try the most that we mentioned. All right.
And also comment what restaurants you guys really think that we should give a try.
Yeah, that we can review and talk about. Take lots of cool, awesome pictures for you. So thank you guys for listening. We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.